Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel 1971 War Book series. Today we are going to talk to Captain Arvind Nautiyal, who had served in the 45 Air Defense Regiment as second lieutenant in the 1971 war on the Chamb-Jaurian sector. He had fought this war with L-60 anti-aircraft guns, which were actually Swedish weapon systems meant for destroying both aircrafts and also operating for ground roles as well in destroying Pakistani armor, infantry, whatever might be approaching. Now, today we are going to talk specifically with him regarding the L-60 anti-aircraft gun weapon system and also a bit to its next generation, the L-70 anti-aircraft gun a bit, but mostly focusing on the historical L-60 anti-aircraft gun, which the Indian Army was equipped with to destroy Pakistani aircrafts both on the western and on the eastern front as well. So let's welcome Captain Arvind Nautiyal to our program today.
First of all, sir, I would like to invite you again to this program to talk specifically about the L-60 anti-aircraft gun, which was used extensively in the 1971 war, in the war against Pakistan. And as you, Captain Arvind Nautiyal, have served in the 45 Air Defense Regiment in the 1971 war as second lieutenant, I would like to know a brief about the L-60 gun from you, sir, as you have been a user of this weapon system. Before we delve into it, I would like to have a brief introduction of anti-aircraft guns and how were they actually instrumental in taking down aircrafts in warfare, sir. If you could go a bit with that.
Okay, Devaditi, thank you very much for inviting me. Let me tell you that, look, I served in Army only for 5 years.
Okay.
Which was a very, very short time. I'm not a defense expert. I don't have that kind of in-depth knowledge about weapons because in 75 I got out of Army and then I was in a different field altogether.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, when I joined Army, I was trained on L-60. So little bit I know about L-60. It was, it started after World War One. In World War One, there were very slow-moving aircrafts, and then came these, jet-propelled, high-speed aircrafts. And to counter them, some potent weapon was required, and many weapon manufacturers, they started working on this. Finally, it was Bofors. AB Bofors is the company, Swedish company.
Okay.
They conceptualized and designed a gun, and they named it Quick Fire 40 mm MK1 L-60 Bofors gun.
Mark 1 version. Okay.
Yes, Mark 1 version, and then they conceptualized this in 1930.
30. Acha.
And the different countries found this weapon very useful. It was having very quick fire, and also it was a very reliable weapon. So in 1932, the production started.
Acha.
The first gun probably rolled out in 1932, and thereafter mass production started. And many countries in Europe, they acquired this weapon. They used it as an anti-aircraft weapon that time, The need was that before L-60 came, there were some rapid firing, short range weapons, and there were long range, heavy caliber weapons. In between these, they were trying to find out some weapons, so L-60 came. So L-60 chassis rests on 4 wheels. It is a towed gun, weighing approximately 500 plus kgs.
Okay.
And
This was in India since World War II, sir, or before that?
no, I'll just come to that. 1932, when this weapon uh, was available commercially, 1937 it was adopted by British Army.
Okay.
And then around 1940, the British Indian Army also raised a few anti-aircraft regiments. Till then, there was hardly any anti-aircraft regiments per se in Indian Army.
Okay.
So in 1940, 41, they raised three regiments. One was called First Heavy Attack Regiment. Attack is anti-aircraft terminology. And second Light Attack Regiment and third Light Attack Regiment. These were raised. So Heavy Attack was 7.5 caliber weapons, which did not last very long. Very soon it was converted into field artillery.
Okay.
However, second light attack and third light attack, which in which they got L-60. The second light attack, to be precise, on 1st October 1941, and third light attack in 1942. These came in existence. Then these units are also moved to northeast.
Okay.
When the war with German was almost about to finish and Japan was rising. And Japan had captured Singapore, Burma, and they were just knocking at the doors of India in Kohima and in that area, So these units were moved there, but to best of my knowledge, the units were eventually used in infantry roles.
Okay.
And not probably there weren't that much air threat at that time. Now this second attack and third attack have been re-christianed as 26 AD Regiment and 27 AD Regiments. The 26 AD Regiment is the oldest AD Regiment in Indian Army. And I am fortunate that after 45 I was transferred to 26. So I served in 26 for 2.5 years.
Okay.
And 27 AD Regiment has been now converted into a missile regiment. So it is a Air Defense Missile Regiment. Now, you see, in World War II, this weapon has been used extensively. And it was the best weapon of its age, In India, we have used it in 65 war. All AD regiments in 65 war were having L-60 guns. It has been extensively used in 65 war. Whereas in 71 war, half of the regiments had converted into L-70.
Okay.
So L-60s were used. When I was commissioned in 1970, the Indian Army was having 14 AD regiments and 12 ADTA regiments.
Air Defense Territorial Army.
Territorial Army regiments.
Okay.
All those units in mid-70s were converted into regular regiments, So that time all 12 AD units were having L-60. And out of 14 regiments, more than 50% were having L-60s.
Achha.
You see, it is 69, 70, they started converting from L-60 to L-70. The first regiment which got converted was, I think, 1980.
Now, sir, I would like to know a bit about the basics of the L-60 gun, like the description of the gun system, ammunition especially, how it was fired, operated, including how the crew members aimed and targeted and destroyed targets, including how they were deployed in the battlefield as well. Now, sir, another thing is that after this, I would like to know a bit about how these weapon systems were deployed accordingly in the extreme battle conditions and where battles were actually happening. So before we go to this, I would like to know a bit about the weapon itself, sir.
Weapon the specification, I would say that, when we say 40 mm, the mm is the caliber.
Mm-hmm.
40 millimeter, most of the weapon, not all, but most of the weapon, when they are described with the caliber.
Okay.
So it's 40 mm is the caliber of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And L-60, L-70 difference is that length of barrel.
Okay.
Caliber, both are 40 mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a towed gun. It's towed by a 3-ton vehicle.
Acha, acha.
And its chassis rests on 4 wheels.
Mm-hmm.
And when we deploy it operationally, then those wheels are lowered, gun is lowered, and gun sits on 4 jacks.
Acha, acha.
And then it is anchored to the ground.
Okay.
So,
Like an artillery gun, somehow like
like artillery, like any artillery gun. Any weapon, when you fire, there is recoil.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger the weapon, more the recoil.
Mm-hmm.
So to take care of the recoil, there is a very effective buffer system in these guns. If that buffer system is not there, barrel will break the rear side of the gun and come out.
Mm-hmm.
This is the buffer, this oil-fed buffer system in all these heavy guns. In spite of that, when you fire, the gun shakes, and because of the recoil, it can go back.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why it is anchored to the ground. That's one. Then its length of barrel is about 7.5 feet long barrel.
Okay.
To be precise, 7 feet 5 inches long barrel
Mm-hmm.
of L-60. Weight of the shell is about 90 grams. Then, sorry, what is this? Not 90 grams, not 900 grams.
900 grams. Okay. About a kilo.
Less than a kilo.
Okay.
0.9 kg you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can show you one L-60
Yes, sir.
shell. This is a replica of a gun gifted to me by 45 AD when I got transferred to 26 AD.
Acha, acha.
The barrel of the gun is a cartridge of L-60.
Oh,
It's an empty shell of L-60.
okay.
So you see this portion. This is an empty shell of L-60,
Acha, acha.
and they made it a gun, and they give it as a memento when any officer gets transferred from one unit to other unit.
Acha, acha.
So it is a automatic weapon,
Mm-hmm.
auto loader,
Mm-hmm.
self-ejecting fired cases, backside. Because
Okay.
when these guns fire, the case is ejected,
Mm-hmm.
and if it gets stuck inside, it will damage the gun.
Mm-hmm.
So these are ejected from the backside. Gun is operated by 6 operators, L-60.
Okay.
It has got a sight for seeing the aircraft. These are called cartwheel sights.
Cartwheel. Acha.
Cartwheel sights. So these sights are, something like you see that those people throw darts,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a round plate.
Circles.
So it is these are circles, 3-4 circles, and then cross on either side. Now this gun is operated by 2 operators.
Okay.
One operates this gun horizontally,
Mm-hmm.
other operates vertically. So the operators are moving, the number 2 and number 3. They are moving, and they have to, when they are aiming, one is aiming at the aircraft vertically, other is horizontally,
Mm-hmm.
and when both are meeting, one of the operator fires. Only one of them has got a control to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So both have got to be equally good
Right.
in aiming at the aircraft.
Mm-hmm. And the aircraft is very fast, moving very
The
fast.
aircraft is very fast, so this is an efficiency. On such a fast-moving aircraft,
Mm-hmm.
and they both have to align
Mm-hmm.
manually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough task. So, but at that time there was no other weapon. This was considered one of the best weapons that time.
Mm-hmm.
Rate of fire is about 120 rounds per minute, which is a very high rate of fire.
Mm-hmm.
It uses two type of ammunition. It's called ACAC ammunition and AP ammunition. ACAC is, as I told you, that is anti-aircraft ammunition,
Mm-hmm.
and AP is armored piercing ammunition.
Armor piercing. Okay.
Armored, which can hit the tank.
Okay, you can lower down the gun and.
That you can fire straight.
Okay.
Because I have myself fired these weapons, not L-60, L-70. I have fired in the ground roll.
Okay.
Very, very potent weapon. Very potent weapon. And I'll show you another, cell which is slightly bigger than L-60. Is L-70 round.
L-70 round. Acha, shell.
It's a replica. It's again trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a L-70 round. The L-60 round will be little shorter than this. But
Okay.
caliber is same. It's also same 40 mm
Shell.
ammunition. Uh, Six operator means you have one loader
Mm-hmm.
who will keep on loading ammunition.
Mhm.
The ammunition has got to be loaded, but after that it is automatic.
Okay.
And there are two guys who are bringing, there's a clip in which four cartridges
4.
are hooked at one time.
Okay.
So they bring the clip of four cartridges.
Mm-hmm.
The loader is putting it in the loader manually,
Mm-hmm.
and those two other guys, guys are bringing one by one. The rate of fire is very high, and very quickly ammunition gets consumed.
Mm-hmm.
So the supply has got to be equally fast.
Right, right.
So that's how there are six guys, one loader, two guys who are aiming and firing,
Mm-hmm.
and two guys who are supplying ammunition,
Mm-hmm.
and one is gun holder, the commander of the gun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have any other specific question, I will like to address
Now,
best
sir,
of my ability.
as you have told about the crew composition and the entire weapon system firing and control, I would like to know how it was deployed. Like, you are of course not with the infantry or armor in the front areas of the battlefield. How were these guns chosen to be deployed in specific areas? Like you were in Chamb in 71 war. So, how were the deployments done, sir?
Okay. You see, in air defense deployment in those days, now things have changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In those days, there used to be two type of deployment. One deployment used to be at VAs and VPs, vulnerable areas and vulnerable points. The vulnerable point is a bridge,
Okay.
right? That's a vulnerable point. Vulnerable area is the ammunition depot. Vulnerable area is an airfield.
Hmm.
It's a big. So this is one type of deployment. And other is moving with the field formations.
Mm-hmm.
With field formations, mainly with the field artillery to give them air protection, and also to armored. These guns with armored,
Mm-hmm.
they can provide them air defense protection in the concentration areas.
Mm-hmm.
But when armored is booming, with moving columns, they have to move with a vehicle,
Right.
tote gun.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes bit handicapped. When I was commissioned that time, there was one AD regiment called 50 AD,
Mm-hmm.
which was with one armored div. It was an armored formation, and all guns were mounted on Ford vehicles,
Okay.
and they will move with the vehicle. It was on wheel, not on tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Subsequently, many new weapons have come, like Shilkas have come. They are all on tracks, specially designed for moving with the armored formations. So now, when you deploy these guns, there is a set procedure which is taught to us when we study gunnery in a school of artillery those days. Now in Air Defense College, guns are usually deployed all around, not in one place. You see, in field artillery, you deploy battery-wise.
Mm-hmm.
One battery has got 6 guns. All 6 guns are in one line
Mm-hmm.
at a gap of, say, 20, 30, 40
Meters.
yard.
Okay,
Yeah,
yards. Okay.
yeah, yards or meters, whatever you call it, that way. But AD guns cannot be deployed like that. AD guns are deployed in pairs uh, all around the area they are defending.
Okay.
They just draw a circle all around, and then at a vantage point from where they get full view, and they are deployed all around in pairs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, after L-60 has been replaced by L-70, L-70 is radar controlled gun.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many factors radar should be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
If radar is not able to see, it has got no meaning.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to deploy it in a place which is clutter free.
Clutter free. Acha, acha.
Clutter free, then only radar will be able to see the target at a distance.
Mm-hmm.
And the radars are doing, they call it sector search.
Mm-hmm.
In 30 degree, 40 degree, they are moving, or helical search, they are moving all around.
Mm-hmm.
If they've got information about the aircraft coming from a particular direction, they immediately switch over to the sector search. And then they lock onto the aircraft at a particular distance. And then from there, they direct gun, and then guns automatically fire. The control is with the radar.
Acha.
It's totally different now. But with that thing is not with L-60. L-60, its range, let me just see, I have noted down somewhere. Range, they say, is about 10 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 kilometer is the maximum range. To be precise, 10180 meters.
Okay.
Little more than that. That's maximum range, but its effective range, they say, 3,800 meters. Now, this weapon, L-60, you have to see with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Can you really see 3,800 meters? 3.8? You cannot see that. You cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
You see the main basic weapon, a rifle. When we go and fire at range,
Mm-hmm.
the effective range of rifle is supposed to be 300 meters,
Mm-hmm.
where you can very clearly see the target and shoot down.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes up with light machine gun, it goes to 500 meters, or with MMG, it goes to 1,000 meters, and maximum up to 1,000 meters. Somebody has got a very extremely good eyesight. He cannot see the person, but he can see movement, and then he can fire. Now, with L-60, you are seeing the aircraft with your eyes. It has got to be within your visual range. So you get much less time. Then those guns, which are radar controlled, where radar has seen it at a distance of 5 kilometers, the target is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is getting ready. That is a great disadvantage with L-60. But when L-60 had come, aircraft was also not like today's aircrafts.
Mm-hmm.
So there was some advantage which became disadvantage later on when technology kept on increasing,
Right. Especially with the arrival of the jet propulsion
Yes,
aircraft.
yes, that is how things kept changing every time, every year or two. You find a new aircraft, new type of aircraft coming, new speed. Everything is totally different,
Mm-hmm.
So this weapon, because of that, over a period of time, it became obsolete. So that was about L-60 ammunition, I told you,
Mm-hmm.
and rate of fire is about 120 rounds per minute, which is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
L-70, it has become 240 rounds.
240.
Even with some further modification, it has become more than 300 rounds
Mm.
per minute fire.
Now, sir, coming to the 71 war itself, Pakistan was having jet aircrafts, especially Sabres, I would say, F-86 Sabres. How did the L-60 do in that war? Like, how was the crew, trained to take on jet? The America's one of the topmost fighter jets with such a primitive weapon system, I would say, designed in the 1930s.
Okay, I'll just get back to you uh, an aircraft, when it has to hit a target, if it is hitting a uh, VP, vulnerable point, if it is hitting a bridge, they know everything about bridge. They will take off, they will come to an initial point, go up, straight dive and bomb that bridge. Now, in that case, L-60 gun will get time to fire only when aircraft is diving.
Okay.
Am I right? In other areas, when they want to hit any target, even if it is in vulnerable areas, if they want to hit an ammunition depot, so they will have to hit a particular building. They will have to slow down. More so when they are with field formation, they have to also visually see the tank, slow down and aim at that tank. So that gives a reasonable time to the gun to shoot down that aircraft. Provided number 2 and number 3 gunners who are operating it both way, they are able to align it properly. So whenever it is with the field formations and where movement is also very fast, armored formations are moving every time they are on move. I will like to share this personal experience with you. In 1971 war in Chamb-Jaurian, we had 2 AD units. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about L-60. L-60, the batteries. You see, in artillery, we are divided into subunits. They're called batteries. And in air defense, most of the time when war starts, batteries become independent.
Right.
They have only, regiment has only administrative control, but operational control goes with the formation where they are deployed. The L-70, one battery going with 12 guns, 12 guns and 6 radars and 12 generators, they move. L-60, one battery has got 18 guns. And one regiment has got 54 guns.
Okay.
It's a huge number of weapons with them. Whereas in field artillery regiment you go, the regiment has got only 18 guns, 6 guns per battery, 3 batteries, 18 guns. In L-60 there were 54 guns. With 54 guns you will need 54 vehicles also to be managed. And that many extra troops. There are a lot of hassles. So, but then they move. They used to get deployed more as a troop. Now, with us, there was one troop of 151 AD. The troop used to consist of 6 guns.
Okay.
In Chamb-Jaurian.
And we had 3, but 6.
One troop has got 3 sections of 2 guns each.
Okay.
So one troop means 6 guns. And 3 troops together they make 1 battery, so 18 guns.
18 guns.
And 3 batteries make 1 regiment, so 54 guns. L-60 I am talking about. Whereas in L-70, in a battery there are 12 guns. There are 3 sections of 2 guns each. I mean, in a troop there are 6 guns of 2 guns per section, 6 guns. And there are 2 troops, not 3 in L-70. So my regiment moved to Chamb-Jaurian, Eco troop and Foxtrot troop. My troop was guarding the ill-fated 216 medium regiment, which was attacked by Pakistani infantry, which I have told you earlier. And 39 medium regiment, and our other Foxtrot troop was deployed with armored formation, that is 72 armored regiment. The troop of L-60 guns of 151 AD was guarding field regiment. party. They were across Manavartavi, and we were on this side of the Manavartavi.
Okay.
When we were suddenly taken by surprise, and instead of our plan, Pak attacked us on the third night. So these regiments started moving back. In the process, one L-60 gun toppled. It is much lighter gun than as compared to L-70. It toppled. It was left there. Then finally, the troop commander went back again, and with the help of his EME personnel, he was able to get his gun back. Whereas we, radar-controlled guns, we were not able to use radars.
Achha.
Because movements were so fast. Movements being so fast, we deployed guns less radars. We had radars with us. We kept them in concentration area, and we used guns with the help of generators.
Achha.
In L-70, the sights are much better. These are reflector sights, which is one man operating. There is no question of synchronization between two. The rate of fire is double. It's a much better weapon than L-60. But L-60 would have been more useful than L-70 in that kind of operations which we have gone through. We later on discussed among ourselves that this 151 AD, one troop was deployed with us, and two troops were deployed at Srinagar airfield. Whereas our two troops were deployed in Chamb-Jaurian. We should have gone to Srinagar airfield where we could have made very effective use of radars. These were all radar-controlled guns. But in a situation like Chamb-Jaurian, where we are so quickly moving, the guns were not that effectively used as it should have been. Instead of those old guns, which were lighter guns, which were easy to move, they should have come to Chamb. This is what I feel, and later on we talked among ourselves, and many of my colleagues, they also felt, but the decision was taken that time. I don't know why. So, in deploying L-70 gun, you have to have a lot of consideration regarding, as I told you, about clutters, radars. Vision should be very clear. There should be no obstacles and no clutters which will block spotting any aircraft in the screen. Which is not there with L-60. One day, General Sardar Singh was the Corps Commander, 15 Corps that time. He visited. One Pakistani sabre came. Now, when General Sardar visited, he happened to be at a place where L-60 guns were deployed.
Okay.
They fired. We fired. There was a troop of 26 AD also, Eco troop. They also fired. Which bullet has hit? How can you make out?
Right.
It's very, very difficult.
Very difficult. It's impossible.
Unless it is radar controlled and you're firing from radar, then they are pinpoint. So, but aircraft was shot down. Now, from anywhere you are seeing all traces going. And the credit went to 151 AD. Maybe that 151 AD shot down. Maybe we shot down. Maybe 26 AD's guns have shot down. Aircraft, when it is hit, it goes a few kilometers away and then falls, So that was, but it's all fair in love and war. This can happen.
Right. Now, yes, sir.
You are asking about training.
I would like to, yes, sir, know about the training.
The training part is that when we were commissioned, we were trained in L-60 gun. But that time, I was commissioned in March 70. 69 onwards, the induction of L-70 gun started. So, first they were giving guns to the regiment, and then they could spare for training in School of Artillery. So we were theoretically we were taught about L-70 as well.
Mm-hmm.
But practically gun drills and all we used to do on L-60 gun.
Okay.
Similarly, those L-60 guns were there in regimental centers,
Mm-hmm.
in Air Defense Regimental Center at Nasik.
Nashik, right. Mm-hmm.
If the recruits go there, they are trained. Whatever is the period of training, like as YUs, we go for 6 months. And then we keep on going for higher gunneries, higher and long gunneries. But then initial basic training was given on that gun those days. And once you go back to the regiment, in the regiment itself, we talk about training programs because the seniors are all qualified in gunnery.
Mm-hmm.
And then in School of Artillery those days, Air Defense was part of artillery that you know earlier. Those days, the instructors were, they were called IGs, Instructor of Gunnery,
Okay.
IG,
Mm-hmm.
IG. Similarly, they used to be AKIGs. AKIGs were Assistant Instructor of Gunnery.
Acha.
AIG, AKIGs they used to call them. They used to be usually JCOs, Subdars.
Mm-hmm.
So in every AD regiment, you will find 3, 4 AKIGs posted. They are the one who have been instructor in schools and then got posted to the regiment. So they have got that experience of training troops. And with the help of those AKIGs in the units, we organize training. But nevertheless, every recruit is trained in gunnery in the regimental center because he comes to the regiment through regimental center.
Mm-hmm.
He recruited, goes to the center, he completes his recruitment training, and if he is coming to Air Defense Artillery, then he is trained there on that gun. And periodic revisions, refresher courses we keep on organizing in the regiment as well as the centers they organize refresher courses. People are sent there severely.
Right.
And whenever any new weapon comes, then again everybody has got to learn on that weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So that there are specialized courses also where people go and they get trained and then they come back and then retrain their troops on those weapons.
Now, sir, another thing like this entire synchronicity that was needed, like aiming, two people being synchronous with each other regarding aiming and firing, then the loaders, like understanding when the replenishment of ammunition is needed, those things. Like, if you could talk a bit about that, sir, and especially when you were there.
You see, as far as that synchronization is concerned, both they are called number 2 and number 3 operators.
Mm-hmm.
They are sitting on either side of the barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them have got that cartwheel sight in front of them.
Okay.
And they are moving like this,
Mm-hmm.
If you are moving like this,
Mm-hmm.
the barrel will go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is moving like this, barrel will go sideways.
Sideways, right.
So both of them have got to synchronize.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, most of the time they are able to engage the target, but it's a very primitive way of engaging target.
Mm-hmm.
Today, when we are fighting wars beyond visual range,
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that in one way it is disadvantage. That time it was not a disadvantage because that time that was the only weapon available.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have got more modern weapon where this sights are different, reflector sights, there is one man engaging,
Mm-hmm.
or even if radar is engaging, even that man is not required.
Mm-hmm.
You can fire from radar.
Mm-hmm.
Radar operators are firing
Mm-hmm.
directly, or this man can also fire the guy who is sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was not a problem that way, but yes, it's a old fashioned like 303 rifle. We fought war, China war with 303 rifle.
Right.
That rifle also used to fire, but every time you use
Mm-hmm.
bolt action.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of that, if you get SLR or now all kind of latest weapons
Mm-hmm.
which are automatically firing,
Mm-hmm.
so here loading was no issue.
Gotcha.
Loading happens so quickly. You're fighting wars. There's no relaxation. One after other,
Mm-hmm.
uh, they are bringing those
Clips of ammunition.
clipped ammunition, and this guy is just loading on top. He has
Mm-hmm.
to just put it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, everything is automatic.
Mm-hmm.
The round will get into barrels one after another and keep on getting empty shells ejected from the backside.
Mm-hmm.
Firing. That has not been an issue. That has never been an issue.
Understood. Okay. And even the same was achieved for targets at high speeds like jet aircrafts and helicopters.
Helicopter is a relatively very slow moving
Slow.
target, so
Mm-hmm.
it can be. People have been engaging helicopters even with the MMGs.
Mm-hmm.
So some people have even shot down aircraft with MMGs. They've
Mm-hmm.
been able to. But it depends where bullet has hit. If it has hit on kill the pilots, gone.
Mm-hmm.
If it hit the engine, probably engine will get into flame. It has
Mm-hmm.
hit the fuel tank, it will blast in the air.
Mm-hmm.
If it has hit somewhere in fuselage or tail end, nothing will happen. The aircraft will come back. If
Mm-hmm.
you know
If it's lucky, right?
it is lucky. So that happens. All these tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Tanks have got a small gun for anti-aircraft role. When they are alone and the aircraft is coming, how do you handle it? With the MMG they fire.
Mm. Right. Those are which are mounted on the cupolas, right?
Which are mounted on the side.
Now, sir, a brief, like short talk on your anecdotes in the 71 war using this gun.
Well, as I told you, I have used her younger sister L-70.
Mm-hmm.
L-60, I have personally not used that weapon. I have seen that weapon only in School of Artillery and I've been trained basically on that.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came to the regiment, was already having L-70
L-70.
and L-70 guns are more or less similar. As far as the barrel is concerned, barrel is little longer,
Mm-hmm.
round same 40 mm,
Mm-hmm.
round is slightly bigger. I've shown you just now.
Mm-hmm.
Loading system is same.
Mm-hmm.
Now in L-70 instead of one, L-70 instead of one, there are two loaders.
Two loaders.
Rate of fire is much higher.
Mm-hmm.
Firing 240 rounds instead of 120 rounds per minute.
Mm-hmm.
So both sides the loaders are there. The two guys are running with the ammunition, clipped ammunition, and these guys are loading. I believe, I'm not very sure, somewhere in World War II, they used chained ammunition also. Like in MM, you have belt.
Okay, linked belt.
So, a belt have some, I'm not very sure. I read somewhere
Mm-hmm.
it's some version of L-60. How true it is, I cannot comment, but I heard that. So,
That's like continuous firing going on.
so this is what I said, that the two guys who are loading, it is continuous firing.
Mm-hmm.
They are continuously loading. There is a hopper
Mm-hmm.
in which you put the clip of 4 rounds. One, tuck, tuck, tuck. Another, tuck, tuck, tuck. You see, 1 minute, 240 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So how fast it has to be?
Right.
And the moment, if you are not able to charge it in time, what will it fire? There will be no round in that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very, very, very fast uh, training. You're saying, so I come back. We used to go for annual camp.
Okay.
Annual camp, practice camp. So how do you fire at the aircraft? So in Air Force, there used to be a target towing unit.
Okay. Target towing.
Huh. In Indian Air Force, there is a target. There used to be, now what is there, I don't know. There used to be a target towing unit.
Mm-hmm.
So on an aircraft, you tie a rope,
Mm-hmm.
long rope. And behind that rope, there is a sleeve.
Okay.
Something like you must have seen at airports, wind shocks.
Wind dogs. Okay.
Wind shocks. there's a big ring and then there is a sleeve fluttering in the air, which is showing the air direction.
Right. Those things.
Those are called wind shocks.
Okay.
So something like wind shock, bigger than that,
Hmm.
say about 25, 30 feet long sleeve with about 2 feet, 2.5 feet dia, which has got all kind of metallic rims in it,
Mm-hmm.
and then that is tied with a rope behind aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
Now, aircraft when flies, it flutters in the air. Guns are deployed, guns have to fire at the sleeve.
The sleeve.
Think about pilot. If somebody misses, it's gone.
It's gone.
We also used to have one, what they call it, one officer, there was some terminology I'm forgetting now. One AD officer
Mm-hmm.
will sit in the aircraft
Okay.
with a pilot
Mm-hmm.
to to see to it that everything is in order. Now, what happens on these guns? There are taboos.
Mm-hmm.
You can taboo the gun in not to fire in a particular arc.
Okay.
So you deploy that gun at the ground and you draw 360-degree arc. Now, say from your 320-degree
Mm-hmm.
to
15 degrees.
say about 20-degree.
Mm-hmm.
After 360, again 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes about 60 degrees arc.
Mm-hmm.
It will be less than 60 degrees. It will be about, say, about 30 degrees arc. You can take it from say the say 350 to 20 degree.
Mm-hmm.
That becomes 30-degree arc.
Mm-hmm.
So they will taboo throughout and keep only that arc open.
Okay.
Now in that arc, the gun will not fire beyond that arc. When aircraft enters right of the arc, and when he clears left of the arc, then only sleeve will enter right of the arc. So that long is the rope. Have I been able to
I understood.
explain
I
it?
understood. Right.
So when aircraft is out of left of the arc,
Mm-hmm.
then only sleeve will enter right of the arc.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then extra safety is that there is an officer who has got a button with him,
Mm-hmm.
with a wired button. So he will,
Switch it
unless until he releases it, gun cannot fire.
Mm-hmm.
Extra safety. By mistake, somebody fires.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how the live practice is given to AD gunners those days. Now things must have changed. I cannot comment now. And one very interesting incident happened. We were that was in L-70s. We were firing in Pokhran ranges on the practice camp,
Mm-hmm.
and our brigade commander had come, brigade call,
Mm-hmm.
and I happened to be LO with him
Okay.
that time. So he asked, "Okay, let me see if anyone can bring down this sleeve."
Mm-hmm.
To bring it down sleeve means you got to fire at rope.
Mm-hmm.
The rope is fluttering in the air.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fire? We are not Arjun that will hit the fish eye, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he said that those days, but most seniors were field gunners
Mm-hmm.
who didn't have much exposure to air defense artillery. So it was very easy to say, you stood down, but how do you do that? So he asked everyone to, all officers one by one, all captains and majors shoot. So they kept firing battery wise. Everybody was given 15, 20, 50, 30 rounds to fire, 2, 3 plus to
Mm-hmm.
bring it down. Nobody could bring it down.
Okay.
Finally, everything was over. Then he says, "Okay, let my LO try it out."
Mm-hmm.
Now Elo went there and he brought down the sleeve. It is 101% fluke.
Okay.
Nobody can shoot down. It is impossible.
Hmm.
It is like a patang ka dory hota hai na. When you
Ah,
kite,
so
can you shoot down that kite ka dory?
not at all.
It's like that. So when I fired, it came down.
Okay.
It was a fluke. It hit that particular rope.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the evening, in camp mess, I was gifted a bottle of whiskey called Hanky Bannister. The Scotch was very rare whiskey those days.
Right. But I mean, how could you do it, sir?
No, nobody can do it. I fired accidentally. It hit.
Okay.
Nobody can do it. No, it was luck was
On your side for the whiskey, I
on,
would
on,
say.
on my on my on my side. That's all. Nobody can do it. It is impossible. Everybody knows.
Hmm.
So this yes, told you one story, but yes, this in practice camp, the real coast shooting. This is called
Mm-hmm.
coast shooting.
Mm-hmm.
The practice was given to all gunners
Mm-hmm.
to fire at the sleeve. And end of the practice camp, then we bring down that sleeve and see how many holes are there. From that, we
Right.
can make out that how many rounds we fired and how many
Did hit.
uh, how many has hit.
Right.
Because the round will go through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So that was now things must have changed. Everything has changed. Our way of mm, using guns have become now absolutely obsolete. Fortunately, I saw that in my regiment, second regiment, 2680, they are still using L-60, L-70 guns. Although L-70 has also become obsolete,
Mm-hmm.
but L-70 has gone through several modifications.
Modifications for which they were, I think,
Improved.
used also in Sindoor.
It was used in Sindoor in operational modification have gone, and it has become a very potent weapon against drones.
Drones. Mm-hmm.
So uh, rate of fire has also increased, and radar sophistication has also improved quite a lot. Generator, I believe, is mounted on the gun itself now rather than being towed by another vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, uh, in all fairness, Indian Army should have discarded this gun about 15, 20 years back.
I mean the
But
L-70, right, sir?
L-70, but they carried on with the gun and continuously modifying it, improvising it, and which paid them dividends in Oxendur.
Hmm.
These guns are deployed all over China border to
Mm-hmm.
take care of drones.
Right.
So
Now, sir,
that's a
the entire thing of decommissioning the L-60 gun, how did it happen and when, sir? If you're a bit aware of it.
yeah. L-60 decommissioning started from 1969-70,
Okay.
and to best of my knowledge, it maybe around late 70s, early 80s, all regiments became L-70. All guns were discarded.
Mm-hmm.
I believe some guns were presented to some other third world countries,
Acha, acha.
and some guns have become uh, profits
Mm-hmm.
in front of cantonments, and many guns are rotting in ordnance depots. And but some of these guns are still being used in Indian Navy and Coast Guard
Hmm.
for offshore patrolling.
Acha, acha.
This gun has been very extensively used by Navy
Mm-hmm.
for guarding the ships and ports, and also some airfields where
Mm-hmm.
the naval aircraft are operating. And even today, somebody was telling me that he has seen these guns being used by Coast Guard and
Mm-hmm.
Navy for offshore patrolling.
Right.
As far as Indian Army is concerned, L-60 is now history.
Mm-hmm. Now, sir, another thing before we conclude our talk today, that is, with the modern day air defense net that is there right now, presently, with the presence of drones along with fighters and other kind of, I will say, bogies and aircrafts, what do you think about the future of anti-aircraft gun systems? Like, are they meant to stay or are they going away very soon? Because as you have talked about the L-70, how they have been modified and kept in service, what is the future of anti-aircraft gun systems in the future?
Anti-aircraft guns will remain. It will never go. You see, as you have seen in Operation Sindoor, there have been layers after layers of air defense protection, and the closest to the target were anti-aircraft guns. Anti-aircraft guns and Akash missiles and some other missiles, and then Air Force, then S-400, and different. This is what they call it, Sudarshan Chakra.
Right.
So in Sudarshan Chakra, what happens if a weapon, a missile or a drone is coming from enemy and is able to bypass all obstacles? Then last guy to fight will be you yourself with your gun. So that is L-70. If S-400 is not able to catch it, if other weapon system of outermost rings are with Air Force, if they are not able to catch it, then our own radar systems are not able to catch it, and it evades all obstacles, and eventually it lands at the vulnerable point. It comes there. So that is where this gun will come, and this is exactly what has happened. Those drones which were able to bypass, number one. Number two, for shooting down drones, this gun is a very cheap option. Now you can't keep on fighting missiles costing crores for shooting down drones. But that drone can create havoc if he drops that ammunition which he is carrying for attacking us. So for the cheaper drones, you need cheaper options. And cheaper options, the gun is very cheap as of today. You will be surprised to know that when I was commissioned, and this L-70 gun was costing that time 5 lakhs.
5 lakhs at that time.
It was very big money, 5 lakhs. As compared to today, what is 5 lakh? So these guns will be required, definitely required, because this is very cheap to operate, low cost weapon. And this is a weapon which is as good as a personal weapon of a human being. कि आखिरी में भाई अपना फिर पिस्टल ही निकालनी पड़ेगी जब your security guards have failed, everybody has, police has failed, security guard has failed, ultimately comes you then take out your pistol. What I'm trying to say, this will be the innermost ring of air defense. At a
when everything fails.
When everything fails, then they come. Because if these guns will fire only when that target is able to come up to that place. So the L-70's effective range is about 2.5-3 kilometers maximum. So with radar, they can see it at much greater distance. But shooting down will happen only at the effective range. So every time you don't have to fire missiles or high cost options. And at the same time you see, say, 500 drones have come.
Right.
What do you do? So this will be something like, giving you very comical example. Having those, rackets like this.
Right.
battery operated mosquitoes.
Mm-hmm.
Low cost option.
You have to.
That is,
Yeah,
yes,
you have to. These
yeah, you
days,
have to.
L70s are mounted on trucks, so you can just move and keep shooting.
Yeah, yeah, you keep doing that. So that option is required,
Hmm.
and that is what exactly they have done. They were the last weapon to fire.
Right.
All those drones which were able to come,
Mm-hmm.
and all those even those drones which were at distance, and AD guns were taking, because it was very low cost option for us, rather than
Mm-hmm.
using for bringing them down
Right.
S400.
Mm-hmm. S400. Right.
It will, in my opinion, it will remain. It will remain at least for some more time,
Mm-hmm.
unless and until they are able to build a very strong electronic firewall, because anything coming in the air gets destroyed automatically. You
Right.
never know, science, anything is possible.
Mm-hmm. Right, sir. Like
So by
jammer systems, I would say. Drone jammers
eh,
and those things. Mm-hmm.
closed jammer system, yes,
Mm-hmm.
close, that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Very soon, people will become outdated unless they are continuously upgrading and updating their technical skills and
Skills.
knowledge.
Right.
Yes.
It's a very insightful talk on the primitive weapons system to the newer days, sir, regarding the entire air defense concept.
In fact, I would say they got a wrong man who has left army 50 years back,
Mm-hmm.
and you are talking to him. So I don't know. A lot of things have changed after that.
A lot of
Lot of
things.
things have, lot of things have changed.
Right. Still, I mean, I needed the historical part, so I mean, I think you, being a veteran of that war, have seen enough of it to talk a lot about the
Yeah,
entire
yes.
operations, sir.
That way, I was very fortunate to have gone into an area where usually you won't believe it. That in entire 71 war, the only 80 gunners killed were in my troop. Three guys
Mm-hmm.
killed. Otherwise, there was. I haven't heard of any other casualty in 71 war.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
A few here
so
and there, and a few on the eastern front also. Few,
uh,
right?
that was it.
It's a wonderful talk, sir, and I hope
Thank you very
people
much.
get to know a lot about this L-60 gun and how it did, and also
Thank you very
a
much.
bit about the L-70 gun as well.
Oh yeah, 70. Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Thank you again, sir,
All right.
and
Take care. Thank you.
I will, sir. I will take care,
Thanks a
and we
lot.
hope
Take care.
the
God
same
bless
for you.
you. All the best. All
All
the
the best,
best.
sir.
Keep it up. Keep the good job up.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Take care. All the
Take
best.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.